What's up, guys? This is Sean down at Elite Fitness Santa Ana. We're going to go over just a basic squat right now. So as you see, I got Anthony here. He's going to go ahead and do the squat for me. We'll start with the basics. You want your feet at about shoulder width, and from there you want to keep your feet parallel. As he goes down from the squat, you can put your hands straight out for balance purposes. You're going to guide yourself with your hips and with your glutes down, and try to make sure you're not guiding yourself with your shoulders and your head falling forward. So Anthony's going to go ahead and show us the squat right now. And as you can see, as he squats down, he brings his, go ahead and stay down in the squat position for me, Anthony. He brings his legs, and you'll see that the thighs come parallel to the ground, giving it about a 90-degree flexion, which is exactly what we want. If you can go further, you can challenge yourself that way, but really the 90 degrees is perfect. So go ahead and come up. One thing we also want to point out, he has good posture. He's not letting his back do a C curve, he's not rolling his shoulders forward, and he's not looking straight up or looking straight down. He's keeping his head in a neutral position. Last but not least, through the squat position, go ahead, Anthony. One thing you want to make sure you keep focused on is his knees. You may not be able to see from the video, they never go past his toes. By doing so, you put stress on your patellar tendon, and it can be very rough once you start adding weights to your squats. For the purpose of this last spot technique that we want to do for the open squat, we got Anthony at a side angle right here. We're going to show you one thing that you want to keep a particular eye on. So Anthony, go ahead and get to a squat into a parallel position. And if you look, Anthony's knees stay parallel to his toes, going straight up perpendicular from the ground. We don't want this knee right here, the knees to extend past the toes. It puts a lot of stress on your patellar tendon. It can lead to injuries, especially when you add weights. All right, for those of you who find open squat to be difficult, a free squat, you can do an assisted squat by doing a seated squat. So what we like to do is get either a step or get you can be your office chair if you want, as long as you can get into a parallel position. So what you do is you go ahead and sit on the step, chair, etc., whatever you have to use. You're going to use the same technique for the free squat that you're going to do with the seated squat. So Anthony's legs are straight out. He has his feet at shoulder width. He has a little bit of external rotation on his feet for comfortness and for range of motion, and he's going to come and step straight up. There you go. So if you could do me a favor, Anthony, and go ahead and sit to the side so the camera can see from the side angle. We're going to show you what he's doing here. A couple things you want to look out for. So go ahead and sit down for me, Anthony. As Anthony is going to come up when I tell him to, you might have the urge to rock forward. Go ahead and show me what rocking forward is when you do the squat. Anthony rocked forward, and that's what we don't want to see when we're doing a seated squat. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your weight up past your toes, and it's going to give you really bad form. What you want to do is you want to come right up from the squat. Show us a proper squat. Exactly. His hips stay back, and as he comes up into a seated position, into a standing position, with his glutes extending his hips. All right, guys. For those of you who find a free squat not much of a challenge, or you're able to do too many, or you're falling asleep while you're doing them, you can move to a progression state where we add a little weight to it. You know, it's really important that we really pay attention to detail, and we make sure that those cues that we were talking about in the open squat, we're using those and paying attention to them when we're doing a weighted squat. This goblet squat right here, Anthony has a 15-pound dumbbell. You can pretty much use any dumbbell, but also always be honest with yourself about the weight that you can put up. So there's a couple of things. We're going to do a regular squat and go over a couple of things that you want to watch out for with your upper body holding the weight as well. So the same thing, shoulder width apart with his feet, little external rotation with his feet for range of motion and stretching purposes. He's going to go ahead and squat down into a squat position, get to parallel, knees not going over his toes, and then he's going to go ahead and come up